40-yard scam.
Hey.
46-yard, longest of his career. Sneaky athletic, Chase.
You don't need to say sneaky.
Athletic.
He's athletic. Don't say sneaky. That's a slight.
Now look.
He's athletic.
Joe Burrow said the win was, quote, really ugly, but they got it done. James, I know you've doubted the Bengals a lot. You've doubted Joe Burrow as of late. Has all faith been restored in the Bengals, man?
Stop it, Acho.
What happened?
Y'all stop it.
What
happened?
All right.
Did he drop another tier?
They beat the New York Giants, all right. And
Win is a win.
They scored 10 points.
A road win?
17.
They scored 10 points because when you're
17.
trying to run the clock out at the end and you score a cheap touchdown, I don't give you
Why you
credit
being so
for that.
negative this
In the
morning?
middle,
you need coffee.
entire of the game, we 19 for 28,
He need coffee.
200 yards, 0 TDs, 0 picks. That's
No picks, though.
That's
You got that 50-yarder.
That's your man's. That's your man's. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is a really good quarterback in this league. So I know me talking about him, it may look like but I like Joe Burrow. But I got to do Joe Burrow like I do to Jalen Hurts, like I do to Josh Allen's, like I do to Lamar Jackson, like I do to Aaron Rodgers, whoever. You got to do it like that. And right now, the Cincinnati Bengals are not a good football team.
Agreed.
You beat the New York Giants barely, and your offense did not play well. And this is an offensive football team. You scored 10 points. And if you want to add that, you're trying to run out the clock when the Giants got no timeouts and you get a cheap score. But when I watched this game, Jamar Chase was nowhere to be found. Joe Burrow was not playing well. The Giants' defense was really dominating the Cincinnati Bengals offensively. So restore, no, because you are going to have to score a lot of points to win games. The defense is not like that no more. Thank God it was Daniel Jones and the New York Giants offense, and it was because they was able to hold them. But no, my confidence is not restored in the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're a bad football team. I do not think they're a playoff football team. I think this team is going home early, and they're going to have to regroup for next year. So, no, I do not have any confidence in the Cincinnati Bengals as of right now.
Did Burrow drop a tier? Or is he
No,
the
no,
same
no. He in the same tier, man.
wanna make sure.
I always tell you, Joe Burrow's greatest quality is winning. And that
They did.
third down,
Won.
no doubt. That's what I'm saying. So, you ain't going to drop tier.
I mean, has all the faith been restored? Not all the faith, but some of the faith. And let me explain. Joe Burrow's first or second in every major category except winning this year in terms of quarterback play. He's playing lights out. He does not have a run game. That defense has been a huge, huge issue. Probably the number one reason why they're 2-4. Now, Burrow didn't play well his first game of the year. I get it. However, if you look at their schedule, this is why my faith is like, it's just like a little bit of there.
I'm listening, Chase.
Okay? Week 7, they play at the Browns. Win. Week 8 versus the Eagles. Yeah. Win.
Whoa.
Week 9 versus the Raiders. Win. There's a really high probability that on November the 7th, when they play the Baltimore Ravens again, that they will be
you hold that right there real quick,
5-4,
though?
and they will be in the thick of the division race and the AFC wildcard race. If they can fix that defense, and they played well last night, they got a takeaway. They only gave up 309 yards. And that Daniel Jones offense, they scored 29 points last week against Seattle. So the defense is coming together a little bit. You got Joe Burrow playing. You got to get a run game. You got to be able to stop the run. 5-4.
I'm
November
just trying
7th.
to figure out how we go ahead.
No, I'm saying, but if you're 5-4 though, so if you show the schedule real quick, I'm just trying to just figure this thing out.
I'm with you. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, so they 5-4, right? So we think the Ravens are gonna keep winning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep. So the Chargers though, I mean, they win.
Chargers can win.
It was
Chargers
a
can win.
winnable
Chargers.
game.
Steelers though, no matter how
It's
it
a
look,
bye week, though. 6-6, maybe.
how they win a game. So my thing is like the Chiefs, they gonna keep winning, right? So this playoff thing though,
Just get in the tournament.
I don't think they'll get in that tournament.
Get in the tournament. That's all you need is a
But my
chance.
thing for you, though, is we sitting up here with confidence with them. Look at the schedule. Who was week 1?
I didn't say I had confidence in it.
Who was
Hey,
week 1?
hey, you said you had a little. Who was week 1? Because we just saying they're going to beat the Raiders, beat the Browns. Who was week 1?
Come on, Chase.
Patriots.
You know, it's not good football.
They barely lost to KC.
Look at the
Washington's a
Look
a
at
really
the
good
teams
team.
they
beat
beat,
Carolina.
man.
They got beat by 3 really good teams.
They beat Carolina. And they beat
Three
the
really good
Giants,
teams.
man.
That's what they beat.
And we
Carolina
sitting
and
here
Giants.
like super faithful, a little bit of
it's
faith,
just
like they
a-
finna get
I
the
will say this,
I'm
though.
not confident they're gonna beat them other teams.
It's funny how when they're a losing team right now, and we're trying to praise Joe Burrow. We're trying to find a way to praise him though, right?
My take wasn't even about Joe Burrow.
I'll just say this though, man. They're not a good team right now, like James talked about, and I don't see them going to the playoffs, and I don't see them fixing their issues. When I watch them, I don't know if it's like a heart or identity crisis. I don't know if it's that. I just think they're not that good of a team.
Yeah.
When we need the defense to get a stop, right? They don't. We need the offense to put some points up. They can't. Like, it's just certain things they're not playing comedy football, right? Because you'll have some games where defense plays really well, like last night. And then offense, we need to play well, and they really don't. You get what I'm saying? So I also think they're overall really a good team. And I think it starts when, before the season even started, you plan around with your best players' contracts.
Yeah.
T. Higgins last night looked good to me.
Yeah.
Why he don't have a deal? Okay, cool. That's the second best receiver. My best offensive weapon on the team, Jamar Chase. Why he don't have a contract? So you want all these great things to happen, but you're not taking care of the players. I think that's where the issue started from.
I like it.
It's interesting. Sometimes we come up here and we really earn our checks with astute analysis. Chase watching 20 hours of film. Shady, obviously, Eagles' all-time leading rusher, giving us real first-hand experience. James Jones won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. I'm trying to do it. Sometimes we earn our checks with all this astute analysis, and sometimes I just say the Bengals are average.
That's it.
That was real
fair.
simple.
That was it.
That's fair.
That was real
Like,
simple.
you can make it more. The Bengals, everything they do is average.
That's it.
They're average at taking the ball away. They're average at turning the ball over. They're average at running the ball. They're average at everything they do is average. Sometimes it's just not that complex.
I like that.
Now, here's the beauty. If you average, and you already know this, if you were 7 and you standing next to 5s, you look pretty good. But if you were 7 and you standing next to some dimes, you don't really look all that good.
That's a good point.
When the Bengals stand next to the Giants, to the Panthers,
They look all right.
they look all right. But when the Bengals mess around and stand next to the Chiefs
Or the
or
Ravens.
stand next to the Ravens, they don't look that good no more. Like, we can sit here and lie to y'all and try, I was watching 30 hours of tape on all the Joe Burrow passes. No, they're just average.
That's it.
That's what it comes down to.
I don't know.
They only lost by 4
Your best
points.
analogies is when you do it with the women, right? Because I've been there like, she looked good, right? To that 10 walk in the room, you like, excuse me, beautiful.
perked up.
Could you move her to the side for a second? Because there's a 10, you know what I mean? I get that though. Yeah, because they look good against the Panthers.
Yes.
They look great against the Giants.
Yes.
That's a good point.
So that's how we break it down to you, and you'll understand it if we break it down. So
because you know a 10 when you see a 10.
gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Now sometimes we look like 6.5.
Gotcha. So if I break it down and I'm like, the Eagles look like a 6 right now, like as a woman, and the
That's high.
And the
Packers or whoever good in the NFC look like an 8, that'll help you like, oh, they are playing bad. That'll help you?
I'm understanding what you put in there. I give you 10 games. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
From here on out, James, that's how you got to talk to 2-5.
Gotcha.
Well, you know who looks great on the football field? Caleb Williams. Next to the Panthers,
They look all right.
they look all right. But when the Bengals mess around and stand next to the Chiefs
Or the
or
Ravens.
stand next to the Ravens, they don't look that good no more. Like, we can sit here and lie to y'all and try, I was watching 30 hours of tape on all the Joe Burrow passes. No, they're just average.
That's it.
That's what it comes down to.
I don't know.
They only lost by 4
Your best
points.
analogies is when you do it with the women, right? Because I've been there like, she looked good, right? To that 10 walk in the room, you like, excuse me, beautiful.
perked up.
Could you move her to the side for a second? Because there's a 10, you know what I mean? I get that though. Yeah, because they look good against the Panthers. They look great against the Giants.
Yes.
That's a good point.
So that's how we break it down to you, and you'll understand it if we break it down. So
because you know a 10 when you see a 10.
gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Now sometimes we look like 6.5.
Gotcha. So if I break it down and I'm like, the Eagles look like a 6 right now, like as a woman, and the
That's high.
And the
Packers or whoever good in the NFC look like an 8, that'll help you like, oh, they are playing bad. That'll help you?
I'm understanding what you put in there. I give you 10 games. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
From here on out, James, that's how you got to talk to 2-5.
Gotcha.
Well, you know who looks great on the football field? Caleb Williams. I think he has turned the corner, Chase. We talked about it. 4 touchdown passes, one of the highest outputs by a Bears quarterback in the last 10 years. Has the rookie quarterback, he's supposed to be a phenom, has he arrived? Chase, I need you to show me a thing or two, big dog. I need you to show me a thing.
Go.
We gonna talk about it. Next to the Panthers,
They look all right.
they look all right. But when the Bengals mess around and stand next to the Chiefs
Or the
or
Ravens.
stand next to the Ravens, they don't look that good no more. Like, we can sit here and lie to y'all and try, I was watching 30 hours of tape on all the Joe Burrow passes. No, they're just average.
That's it.
That's what it comes down to.
I don't know.
They only lost by 4
Your best
points.
analogies is when you do it with the women, right? Because I've been there like, she looked good, right? To that 10 walk in the room, you like, excuse me, beautiful.
perked up.
Could you move her to the side for a second? Because there's a 10, you know what I mean? I get that though. Yeah, because they look good against the Panthers. They look great against against the Giants.
Yes.
That's a good point.
So that's how we break it down.